Hey, whiskey rock and roller coming here at you, and I ain't done blogging about. I'm probably a couple 3 months busy in life and everything, but I want to touch on this one here today with the Ebola. Everybody with the Ebola virus. So, subject of today with whiskey rock and roller is what the hell's going on with the Ebola virus. So here's the way I look at it. I think a lot of people are just freaking out. I've read a lot of stuff about it and done my research on it and stuff too, just like everybody else has. And I just think a lot of people are freaking out about it because it says, I'd read a thing like, and this was like a week ago, so I ain't read nothing in like 4 or 5 days, I have to say, so anybody can call me out on that if they want, but I haven't read nothing in a few days. But yeah, it said that there was only like 2 people that I think it even come down with it, and they said unless you know somebody or you have been to these 3 little small towns in Africa, don't worry. You know what I mean? Fuck it. You know what I mean? But it says like that everybody's like running to the emergency rooms like crazy, and they say they're like overflowing because somebody's got a sniffle now. So, you know, I mean, that's crazy. You know, and then we all have to pay for that, if you know what I'm saying. So that's just stupid. So what I'm saying and what I think is just don't freak out. Everybody gets these big fear mongers going. When we know them kind of people that, you know what I mean, although we're entertained by them, it just drives you crazy after a while. And I just think that's what's going on with it. You know what I mean? It just don't, you know what I mean? It's something that's not airborne. If it was airborne, then, you know, all of Africa would have been gone. Because, you know what I mean, their hospitals over there are terrible. Go over and Google and get about Africa. My God, if they got, you know what I mean, 3 hospitals within a 100-mile radius, they're cruising. So, and we're over here in America in a place that every other block now is a hospital, so, or is owned by the hospital. So I just, the way I think about it, I think it's just something like everybody just chill out. You know what I mean? Just don't, you know what I mean? Don't, you know what I mean? Because fear, it makes things even worse. You know what I mean? Then you got everybody going, I'm shutting up. I mean, I know people now, don't know them personally, but I've heard them talking that they don't want to go outside and they don't want to go to Walmart and they don't want to go here and they don't want to go there. And that's just crazy. You know, you got to go out and live your life. Life's too short as it is. You're only going to get 60 or 70 years out of it. So, you know, I mean, go out and enjoy it. So, whiskey rock and roll is down. You don't worry about the Ebola. You know what I mean? It's something I think that if it got to us, it would be years and years, you know what I mean? Anyways, and I don't think, you know what I mean? It's something I don't even worry about because I'm a germophobic anyways. I wash my hands like 30 times a day. I won't eat without washing my hands. You know, I wash my hands every time I go somewhere, you know what I mean? So I'm already practicing the good hygiene. So I think if everybody else practiced that good hygiene too, the flu would stop. Because that's almost worse than Ebola. So that flu's the last few years have been terrible, man. And them flu shots, I think they're worse. I think they give you the flu. They do me. So, you know, I try to stay away from that. I just try to keep my hands washed and don't get in a crowd of people like through the 1st of November till the end of February until it starts getting warm around. And then you can, you know, and start getting out and about again. But see, here am I. See, I do it. I'm a little bit of it. You know, I mean, just like I said, I'm a little bit of the fear-monger myself when it comes to the flu. I've just had it so bad and then you can't work for 2 weeks and it devastates you financially and everything. I just don't want it no more. So I try to stay, and I ain't had it in a couple of years now, but the last time I had it, it was horrible. The worst thing, oh my God, but we're not talking about the flu. So anyways, so here's what I'm saying. Don't worry about the Ebola. Wash your hands. I've already seen people with masks on their face. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, man. Right around this little town that I live in. So I know in the big cities, it's everywhere already. So don't freak out. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't, you know what I mean, go around wearing your little surgical mask, you know what I mean? So, but anyways, you know what I mean, don't freak out. Go about your business, man. Just keep yourself clean, man, and wash your hands, and don't be around people sneezing and snotting and everything. And if you got kids are the worst. I know, you know, I mean, me and my wife, well, I don't have no kids, but my brothers and stuff do. And every time they get the flu or get us sick and I go over, I freaking get it. So, you know, I mean, it's just terrible. So, yeah, you got kids, make sure they're washing their hands, pack their little backpack with some you know, I mean, that sanitized cream or whatever that you put on that sanitized stuff. That stuff works good. Make sure they use it on their hands and stuff, but a lot of people use that. I know a couple of people use that and they don't wash their hands no more. No, that's not the deal. You know what I mean? You're supposed to wash your hands then use that. It's like not washing your hands no more. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Okay, I got this, I'm not gonna wash my hands no more. So anyways, man, I just wanted to say thanks for lending me your ear. I appreciate it. You know, I mean, like, subscribe, share, and this is Whiskey Rock and Roller saying, don't freak out over Ebola. It's crazy. So, but also, it's Whiskey Rock and Roller saying, don't ever let rock and roll die.